Welcome students. Now we are going to do one more problem with train of loads, that is concentrated loads. In this it is been asked, that is draw the influence line diagram for bending moment at a point 10-meter distance from the left hand side abutment on a bridge girder of span 25 meters and find the maximum bending moment at that point due to the series of wheel loads, and the wheel loads here are 100 kilonewton, 200, 200, and that is 4 times 200 at center to center distance of 4 meters, 2.5 meter, 2.5, 2.5 meter. The loads can cross in either directions, and in each case 100 kilonewton is leading. Okay, now can cross either directions means the load can once move from left to the right direction, and in other case it can move from right to the left direction. So in this both cases the 100 kilonewton load is leading, and we have to calculate for these both cases the maximum bending moment at 10 meters away from the left hand support. Now let us take the case 1. In case 1, the vehicle is moving from left hand support to the right hand support with 100 kilonewton leading. Okay, so we have the 200 kilonewtons, and their distances between each load is as given. So the beam is 25, or the girder is 25 meters of span, and we have to calculate for 10 meters away from the left hand support. Okay, now this is how we have to check at what load does the heavier section turns to be a lighter section, and the lighter section turns to be the heavier section. Now let us consider that firstly this 10 kilonewton crosses this point, C point. So in the A section, that is in the AC section, we will be having 4 loads of 200 kilonewtons, and in CB section we will be having 100 kilonewton being acting. Now when we do the average of the loads on AC section and CB section, the AC section turns out to be heavier than the CB section. Now next let us consider that even 20 kilonewton has crossed C point. So in the left hand section we will be having only 3 loads of 200 kilonewtons being acting, and in the CB section we will be having 100 plus 200 kilonewton load acting. Once we take the average on AC section load and the CB section load, we get AC section still heavier than CB section. Now next let us make next 200 kilonewton also to roll down the point C. So in the left hand side, that is in the AC section, we will be remaining with 200 kilonewtons, and in the CB section you will be having 200 kilonewtons plus 100 kilonewton load. Even in this, still in this case, still we find out that AC section is still heavier than the CB section. Now nextly let us consider that third 200 kilonewton also crosses point C. So in the AC section you will be having only one 200 kilonewton load, and in the right section we will be having 3 200 kilonewtons and this 100 kilonewton. Now what happens? The AC section turns lighter than CB section. When second 200 kilonewton load crossed the C point, AC section was heavier than CB section, correct? Next we allowed that load to pass 200 C point. That time what happened? When this 200 kilonewton crossed the C point, only 200 kilonewton was remaining, that is of first kilonewton is remaining in the left hand section, that is only this already 1, 2, 3, 200 kilonewtons have crossed the C point, and only one 200 kilonewton is remaining. This makes the AC section lighter than the CB section. Now, when this case is occurring, when the third when this third 200 kilonewton crosses C point, that is, the changes in the heavier section and the lighter section are taking place when this third 200 kilonewton is passing point C point. That's why now we will be placing this third 200 kilonewton point at C point to get our maximum bending movement. Why we are considering this third 200 kilonewton point is because due to this load rolling point C, the changes are occurring. These changes were not observed when the first and the second 200 kilonewton rolled down, but the changes were observed when this third 200 kilonewton was passing by. Okay. So maximum bending moment occurs when the third 200 kilonewton load is just on section C. So let us place a third kilonewton on section C and rearranging the other loads with their respective distances. Now let us calculate their ordinates. Now you know ZC, since it is a maximum ordinate and it is given by AB divided by L. Now C point is 10 meters away from A and 15 meters away from B. So if we calculate ZC, we will be getting the ordinate as 6, Z1 as 4.5, Z2 as 5, Z3 as 4, and ZC as 6, Z1 as 4.5, Z2 as 5, Z3 as 4, and Z4 as 2.4. Now I want to calculate maximum bending moment at C, and it is given by summation of loads multiplied by their ordinates. So by substituting the values for Z and calculating, I will get the maximum bending moment as 4140 kilonewton meter. This was case 1, when the load was moving from left hand side to the right hand side. Now let us consider the second case, that is when the load is moving from the right hand side to the left hand side, and in this case also the 100 kilonewton is leading. Okay, and this at the same point of C, we are going to calculate the maximum bending movement. Now let us calculate the section where the heavier, let us calculate at which load does the heavier section changes to lighter section and the lighter section changes to the heavier section. Okay. Now first, when the load is moving from left to right, let us allow this first load, that is 100 kilonewton, to cross C point. So in the AC section you will be having this 100 kilonewton, and in CB section you will be having this 4 200 kilonewton loads. Okay. Now after doing the calculation, we can see that AC section is greater than CB section. Now next, let us allow the first 200 kilonewton load, that is, I'll name it as first 200 kilonewton load, to roll point C. Once it rolls, so the averages we can calculate, and still we can see that AC section is greater than CB section. You have to do the calculation. This is 300 divided by 10, you get it as 30. So this is nothing but 600 divided by 15. So this will give you 40. So 30 is less than 40. So next, let us allow the second 200 kilonewton load. The second 200 kilonewton load to pass C point. So here you will be having 100 and 200 kilonewtons. Okay, and at the right hand side you will be having 200 kilonewton loads. So here what happens now, since here it was AC was heavy and CB was light. Now since the second 200 kilonewton has crossed C point. AC became what? Lighter section, and CB became the heavier section. So this is our point of concentration, or when this load passes C point, the maximum bending moment will occur. Now a statement can be written as maximum bending moment at C occurs when the second 200 kilonewton load is on the section C. Now you got that because of this second 200 kilonewton we are getting the maximum bending moment. Now placing this 200 kilonewton on point C and rearranging the other loads on the left hand side and the right hand side and drawing the influence line diagram. So the influence line diagram can be written as like this, where the second 200 kilonewton load is placed on C and the other loads are rearranged with their respective distances. So you will be getting this as your influence line diagram. So here again you can take ZC as what? AB divided by L, where A is 10 meters, B is 15 meters. Again calculating the values for Z. This is nothing but your maximum ordinate, AB divided by L. Calculating Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. Next calculating maximum bending moment at C. That is summation of loads multiplied by their ordinates. You will get it as 410. This is when the load is moving from right to left. When the load was moving from left to right, we had the bending moment as 4140 kilonewton meter. Okay, at the same point, at C point only, when the load is moving from right to left, it is 4110 kilonewton meter, and when the load is moving from left to right, the load is 4140 kilonewton meter. Okay, at same C point. Okay, so this is how we solve for maximum bending moment at a point given. Okay, thank you.